Alright guys, so the long-awaited video is finally up. Apologies for taking this long to upload a video. There's just been numerous things that have been going on with work, family. I've had some family stuff going on, which has taken a lot out of me. So yeah, with all that kind of stuff, unfortunately, I just haven't been motivated to upload this video or even to edit this video. So I'm just gonna say now that I'm not really happy with the way I've done this video, the way I've edited it. Sorry. There's some stuff that's missing out of it. Obviously, I've had this footage recorded for like 6 months now, maybe more. I can't remember the last video, when I think it was like 6 months ago that I put the last video out. So I did this stuff back then when I finished putting the motor in the car and everything else. So I did all the recording back then, and it's just most of it has been sitting in the computer, just sitting there doing nothing. So I'm pretty sure I've missed stuff, but anyway, you get the gist of me painting the car. So the car's been painted now for a while. It's registered. I'm driving it at the moment. I don't drive it very often. I've probably driven it maybe a handful of times since it's been registered. So I think I only registered it about maybe 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, something like that. So anyway, thank you very much for your patience, guys. Please, if you do enjoy the video, please give it a like. If you see something that you don't like in it, put it in the comments. Like I said, I've got a pretty thick skin. I don't get offended with anything. So if you do like something that you see in the video, by all means comment that in there as well, please, if you can. Yeah, so we've got a lot of things happening. I don't know if you can see. There's a couple of new logos happening. There's some new shirt. These are the old ones, so there's a couple of new hoodies going to be coming out, some new shirts, and you guys, if you follow my Facebook page, you'll see all that coming out on Facebook in the near future. So I'm working on all this now. I'm back into it. I'm motivated again, and yeah, there's actually another build possibly happening. Maybe we'll see. Follow along, and you'll see. So yeah, enjoy the video. Welcome back to another episode of Oz Rebuilds. So we're back in the garage. We just finished filming the engine installation video. So that's up. If you haven't seen that, I'll tag it down below, up top somewhere. I don't know. I'll put it in the description, whatever. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look at that. But yeah, we're up to painting. We're not wasting any time. Well, we've got to prime this thing. There's a lot of little dents and bits and pieces here and there. So that's what we've done here. We've fixed this up. As you can see, there's a lot of crap. So we're going to prime this now. We're going to get this primed. This side, as you can see, I don't have a lot of room. So I don't know. I might have to stop doing stuff in here because it's getting pretty tight. And I don't know whether I should be doing this in here anyway. So unfortunately, until I can find a shed or I don't know, somewhere to do this, somewhere to paint, I probably won't be able to do any more projects in here. So yeah, we've got this all covered up. I've got some old sheets there. That'll do. We're just doing this side here because I don't have enough room. The other side's ready on the other side there, but I can't do the other side because I just don't have the room. So I shouldn't be doing it with that thing there either. I might have to wheel that out a little bit. So because when I'm spraying here, all that stuff's going to go into the motors. So we don't want that happening. But we've got the primer ready to go. Gun 2 mil. Yep, 2 mil. Just my little cheapy gun with the 2 mil nozzle is there. So yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get this done because it's already late. I started this video pretty late in the night. I think it's like 9 o'clock, but it's still kind of warmish. So yeah, should be right. Just get 2 coats on this and that'll be it for tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll concentrate on the other side. Probably flip the ute around and do the other side. And then that'll be the 2 quarters done. Then I've got to do the roof and that little part behind the window and probably just down where the number plate goes. That's the only parts I really need to prime for now. The bonnet I need to do, but like I said in the previous video, I'll probably like paint strip that and go right back to bare metal. So that'll be later. But for now, to get the Ute shell ready, I need to prime this bit, this quarter, that quarter, the roof, the little bit behind the window, and then the little tailgate bit back there. So, plus I've got the tailgate, which is out the back. I've got to do that as well. So, yeah, one of my mates asked me the other day, he's like, oh, is it easier to paint a Ute or a sedan? I don't know. I think a Ute's probably harder because there's more pieces, and the quarters are a lot bigger. Like they're massive. It's just there's a lot more real estate to wreck if you like screw up if you don't get it right. So, but then you got a bigger roof on the sedan, so it's much of a muchness really. I think I'd probably prefer to paint a sedan to be honest. But anyway, yeah, let's get this thing primed in. Alright, so that's the driver's side quarter all primed in. Now we'll probably give that about a week and a half to 2 weeks to cure, and then we'll block it back and hopefully get it nice and straight. Usually like to leave it at least a week and a half just to dry nice and well, not too hard, but it's got to cure, right? So let it cure and then we'll block it back and hopefully it'll be all nice and straight. Fingers crossed. But by the time I do that quarter and then everything else I've got to do, it'll probably be a week and a half before I get to it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to try and do everything within the next couple of days just so it's all cured at the same time. Well, I'm going to leave it at the same time anyway, but yeah, so that'll be tomorrow night. I'll probably do a panel a night. I'll do this one tonight, obviously, probably do the other side tomorrow night, and then I might do the roof together with the other side, possibly if I can squeeze it in. Yeah, and I'll work on the other bits and pieces while I'm there. So, and then probably on the weekend I'll do that bonnet. But yeah, probably by the end of this week, hopefully, fingers crossed. I always say this and I never do it, but I want to have everything primed by the end of this week. Fingers crossed. By like say Sunday. So, and what's today? Today is Tuesday. So yeah, got 5 days to go. Yeah, so hopefully we can get it done. But until then, see you tomorrow night. All right, so it's the next day here, and we're back on the Ute. Now, I have turned it around since last night. I turned it around because I wanted to concentrate on this side, and I said I was going to do this side next. However, I'm not happy with this mess. So I need to do a bit more work on that, but that will be later. We're going to do, let's go to the other side, and I'll just show you how the other side come up. It actually come up really good. So you won't be able to see it in the dark, but there is, it's actually really straight. There's no more dents, which I think there was about 8 to 10 dents on this side, including a little bit of damage on this section here, but that's all gone now. So yeah, I'm really happy with how that came out. Now the doors, I'm not going to worry about this door because if you haven't watched the first episode, if you haven't watched the first episode of this Ute, I'll link it down below. These doors are no good. The speaker cutouts the actual cutouts, because the previous owner or whoever owned it in its life before me has cut out the actual metal in the doors. So yeah, I'm not happy with that. I have doors off the orange one out the back, and they're already primed and ready to go on here. So once we get to the painting stage, I'll cut to a clip of where I painted and primed them as well. I painted the insides. I've already cut them in, so they're already painted on the inside. I don't know whether you call it cutting them in, but yeah, I did the inside actually. So I've already painted it in the new colour. So all they have to do is go on this, but I'm going to paint the door jambs and stuff like that. So they might go on and then come off, and I know it's a waste of time, but anyway, it might have to happen like that. So, but I need to get rid of these doors, so we're not going to worry about them. Now, next part is what we're going to work on today, is we're going to move around the car. So we're going to go around the back, and I'll go around the other side, hang on. We're going to work on the back end of this car. There's a couple of things I'm not happy with. So, extremely dark here. I've got it up on the jack. So there's a dent here that I'm fixing at the moment, but the pinch weld that goes down here, it's all bent and crooked, and you see that pinch weld even like, you know, when the car's just sitting normally, you actually see it, and it's like bent up right here. So we're going to take this tow bar off. I want to keep the tow bar because I want to be able to tow a jet ski, a boat, or whatever with it. So we're going to keep that. We're going to take it off, and we're going to refurbish that, make it all nice. We're going to paint it again, paint it black. But I want to fix all this pinch weld here and make it all nice and straight. So yeah, we're going to be working on this back area right now and try and get that sorted and ready for paint or primer or whatever I'm going to do. So it'll be primer because it'll be a few. There's a dent right there, which number plate will probably sit to about here, so you'll see that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a dent there. There's a couple of little dents here and there. So I want to fix all that. I want to make it all nice. So first things first, actually, we're going to get it off that jack. We're going to pull the car out because I have an absolute mess going on here and I can't work in this mess. So we're going to clean all this up. We're going to get rid of stuff that needs to be gotten rid of, and yeah, we'll start again. So we'll get this car out and clean up, and then we'll go back to it. So be with you in a sec. Oh, I love that I can drive this thing now. Bit of stuff in here, still a bit of stuff in here that I don't want here, but with limited room we'll just have to make it work. So but at least we've kind of cleaned up a little bit. We got rid of the bike, hung it up there and covered it so it doesn't get dusty, and yeah, we've got a little bit of room to work with. So we're going to lift up the back end here. We're going to take that tow bar off, and then we're going to start cleaning all that up and getting it all nice. What I mean, see, like there and there, obviously before the turbo went on, they might have hit something, or, and then here, that's supposed to be down here, so we're gonna pull that back. So I wanna fix that. And then there's a couple of dents here and there. Now you can see them that it's bright. But other than that, it's pretty good. And yeah, under here, you can see there's 3 bolts on that side, 3 on that side, and 2 on this side. 1 right there and 1 there, and then that'll come off. Obviously I need to put our spare tire under here because that works, but I need that rod. I don't have that, I didn't get it, which goes through here to drop the spare tire down. So yeah, I'll need to sort that out, but let's get on to that now. Let's get this tow bar off. One thing I forgot to do. So one thing I forgot to do was put jack stands under there. Always put jack stands under your car. I'm going to drop that on the jack stands now. $15s. I know. Should get rid of these spider webs, shouldn't we? They were not very tight at all. Okay. Ugh. There's definitely some spider webs in here. Look at that. Oh, we can too. Look at that. What about the other one? Yep. How good is that? That's one. If this looks awkward, it definitely is. Oh, I can't undo that side. Okay, I need to get the jack. Okay, I made it work without the jack. There we go. All right. Okay, that's the tow bar off. We're going to clean this up and give it a paint job and make it look brand new again. It's very filthy and very yuck. So we'll stick that out on the grass here and give it a wash. It's not too bad. We can straighten that out pretty easily. That part there, bang that back with the hammer and that'll all straighten out. Beautiful. Let's get the hammer and dolly and start straightening this stuff out. straighter. Not straight, but straighter. Actually, we need to pop that out a bit more. Right there. Because that side's got a bend in it, but this side shouldn't, where the exhaust is. All right. Hey, that's good enough for me. Doesn't have to be good enough for anyone else. It has to be good enough for me. Where did that drop out of? Aha, right there. Okay. Get in there. There we go. There should be one on this side too. Oh, we can pull the we can pull that out. We're gonna take this out completely, just so we can paint this easier, so we don't have to mask it up. Be easy to undo and put back in. I might even change it to a flat pin down on the actual tow bar, so then there's no holes in the back. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do that. We'll change it to a flat pin because most of my stuff is all flat. Fixed. There we go. Now we can run it to here or wherever we just have to block up these holes. Yeah, there's no way I was undoing any of that. That was pretty rusted. So we'll get rid of that. Well, we're gonna do some cleanup here and get back to it. What next? That's all sorted. I think we just need to get the welder out and weld those little holes up. So we might do that next. Actually, we'll give them a little grind, and then yeah, we'll get those holes sorted, and then we'll be right. It's definitely not the prettiest, but we'll fill it up. So it's too thin. I kept burning a hole through it. So anyway, I've made it work. It's strong. It's all good. We'll whatever we couldn't fill with weld, we'll fill with bog. You know, it won't be much anyway. It's only a couple of little holes. But yeah, alright, let's get this sanded down and filled up. So now that we've fixed up the holes, we're just gonna rough up the parts we're gonna fill with some 80 grit. Just got some 80 grit on there. Just gonna rough all this up. All right, so we're back in the shed. We're in the garage. Shed, garage, whatever you want to call it. And we've done a bit of work. So last bit you saw me doing was yesterday or the day before, sorry. I was working on that, but now it's all primed. So we've got that all primed in there, and that's looking really nice and flat. I've got a little bit on the exhaust there, don't worry about that. It's a temporary exhaust anyway. But yeah, that's looking really good there now. And then we've got this side all done. Well, kinda. I don't know if I'm happy with the repair I did there. I mean, it looks good now, but I don't think it is. I've put a straight edge on there and it's not quite right. So I'm gonna block it back once it's all cured. I'll block it back and we'll probably have to do some more repairs on that section there. But the rest of it all looks perfect from what I can see. That back bit there's all done. Then the roof, and I did I did the sail plane as well while I was here. I just had to redo that. So the roof's all primed. And yeah, we're ready to go. So that's pretty much the actual shell done. Prime, I've got to do the bonnet. I don't know if I'm going to paint pill yet. I don't know if I'm going to paint strip that yet because I've painted underneath already, and I don't want any of that paint stripper going on that underneath. I'll have to paint the whole thing again, and yeah, so we'll see. Oh, I've locked the door. I've locked it. Where did I put the keys? Unlock that side only. So, excuse me. I've taken everything off, taken all the rubber seals out. Seal plate there, I've already taken that out as well. So this is pretty much ready to, well, I've already started wet rubbing all this. I'm going to wet rub all that and get it ready to go. But what I'm going to do now is take these doors off because these doors are going in the bin and I want to take them off so I can get rid of them. And then in the meantime, I probably should just do the door trims now, like the door jambs now, and get them painted before I put the other doors back on. All right, so we're going to start wet sanding. Just got a little block like that, 800 grit, and a bit of warm soapy water, and go to town. I'm not going to be able to use this block for a lot of this because it's all creased and wavy. You should be using a little Scotch-Brite that I have, but I've ran out of my little Scotch-Brites, so we're just going to use wet and dry. It's hard because it's a bit like the paper's not soft. But oh, look at that. Whoops. All right, we're going to have to repair that before we... All right, guys, it's nice and late. It's been a couple of days and I've got ready pretty much the ute to be painted. We've got lights everywhere. It's just very late at night and I don't know if I've got the energy to, I've been going at this pretty much all day. I don't know if I've got the energy to keep going, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, let's get to it. Yes, I shaved my beard. It looks weird, I know, I hate it, but my health is probably more important than my beard. So I probably should have less than this even. We're making moves, all right? We're slowly getting there, but yeah, I absolutely hate myself without a beard. It's been 10 years since I haven't had a beard. So let's forget about that though. And so I've painted this thing black. Now I had some issues around the doors here and on the other side. I was getting some flare up, obviously solvent pop from something underneath, I don't know. Same along here for some reason. Anyway, I've managed to get rid of that. So the way I got rid of it is once it dried, I rubbed it back with some 2000 wet and dry.
then went over it, still came back, rubbed it back with some 2000 wet and dry again, with a little bit of water, and it went away. I think I did it about 3 times before I completely covered it. So I don't know why it was there. Anyway, it was there, I got rid of it. So yeah, we've got that one there, the bumperette, because the exhaust goes there and I wouldn't have been able to get inside there. I've got mirrors hanging on the lights. Have a gaze at this. So I've lined the inside of the tub with all my other, with the handles and those little bits at the back there. And then I've got, this is probably not the way to do it, but this is the way I'm doing it because I want to paint everything in one go, apart from the hard lid, which I'm a bit worried about because I've had dramas getting this color to be the same across bits and pieces at different times. So I'm going to try and paint everything at once, and I'm limited for room in this little double garage that I've got. So yeah, I've got the little bumperette, the little side skirt end pieces on the windscreen. I've got the bumper bar over there. Pretty much everything in here that needs to be painted is either on the car or in here in the tray. I've got the side skirts on a stand up the top there and I can reach that. So I'm using my jack to, this is funny as, like, this is hilarious what I'm doing in here, but it's gonna work, fingers crossed. So I'm about to shoot some color on this thing. So I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm gonna start shooting some color. So I've already mixed it up. The black's all done. And now we're just gonna go with color and clear it and we should be done, finished. Fingers crossed. Oh, and then I've got the hard cover. So once this dries for a little bit, I'm gonna turn the heater on and hopefully dry it for a couple of hours. I'm gonna stick it outside and then do the hard cover straight away. I've already mixed all the paint, so I should be okay with the hard cover in regards to the color, this being the same color. Fingers crossed. I chose a really hard color for me to paint. It's probably easy for someone that's been doing it for a long time, but for me, being an amateur, it's probably I've taken on a challenge. Let me put it to you that way. So if this comes out even remotely looking any good, I'll be extremely pleased. So less talking, more painting. Let's get it done. So as hard as this colour was to paint, I had to get 5 coats down. I tried to get as many coats as I could, but 5 was the magic number. So I'm not going to obviously show it to you in this. It's going to take way too long, but yeah, this was the first coat down, and then I managed to get it. I'm pretty sure I managed to get another 3 coats down. So I got 4 down before running out of paint, and then here we are with the clear. So now we're putting the clear on, and I managed to get 3 coats of clear on, which I probably should have stopped at 2, but I put 3 on anyway, and yeah, it's given me enough to rub back and polish if I needed to, which I did in the end. I did get quite a bit of trash in it. So anyway, I was having obviously issues with overspray and everything else. I couldn't get the overspray out fast enough. My little fan that I had wasn't sucking out fast enough. So I had a few issues, but we got it painted. All right, so I've had a few issues, but that's to be expected in a garage. So she's painted. It's dry in a few spots, but I put 3 coats of clear on it, which I probably should have just done 2. But I did get it. It was pretty dry on this side because I can't see. Obviously, it's very dark colour down the bottom, and when I'm spraying, I can't see. I need better lighting. I need to put lighting along here, or just go into a spray booth. But yeah, there's a lot of trash in it. It'll need a cut back and buff, which will happen.
that's it. I'm tired. I've been working pretty hard on this thing. I've got a couple of runs. So there's one there, because I couldn't see in that corner, and then one here, because I couldn't see in this corner either. This one's quite a big one on this side, which is right there. There you go, you can see it. Where else did I get one? I think I may have gotten one right at the end there. Well, yep, there you go. You can see it now. So yeah, a couple of things that I need to get out, but between the trash and the runs, it's going to need a cutback and a nice buff. So yeah, I need a good detailer, because I can't do that. I need a good detailer that can do all that. So yeah, that's it for this video. Next video will be me putting it together. Actually no, you know what, we're going to put it together in this video. So I'm going to stick this outside now, or in probably the next hour or so. I'm going to stick it outside, and then I'm going to start doing the hard lid, and yeah, then we're going to put it together once it's dry. So yeah, once we do that, I'll come back to you, and I'll show you me putting it together, which shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I'll probably see you in a couple of days. All right, guys. So we've finished the Ute. Well, not really. It's not quite finished, but look at it in the sun. I need to respray the bonnet, and I need to respray that bar. It's a little bit off in colour. Yeah, I dove right into the deepest pool or canyon, whatever you want to call it, with this colour. I probably challenged myself a little bit too much, but yeah, it's here. Now, I drove it here. I got about halfway. It's about an hour away from my house, and unfortunately, I lost my clutch pedal. So I literally keyed it the whole way here until I got to this car park, and then once I got to the car park, I put it in reverse, and now even in neutral, it's still in reverse. So we have a gearbox issue, but the car is pretty much done. I'll show you around. Now the paint job, I mean, it's patchy. Let me just put it to you that way. This color is very hard to paint. So I do have patchiness, but in the sun, it looks pretty nice. I don't know if you can pick it up in the on the camera, but it yeah, still got the hard top to paint, obviously, and I've got to repaint a couple other little bits and pieces, but I might even block it back and flow coat it as well, just to give it that nice mirror look. But overall, I'm happy. Like I said, it needs a couple of bits and pieces here and there to touch it up, but come out alright for a little garage build. So yeah, that's one more. Now we've got to keep going. We've got to do some more interior bits. I want to change the interior. I want to change some of the engine stuff, but I've got to get this gearbox issue sorted first. First of all is the gearbox issue, which we've got to sort. But yeah, what more can I say? I'll probably do another video on the next section of it, which might be the interior and whatever else, but for build wise, it's pretty much done. So yeah, I thank you guys for following along, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that like button down the bottom, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.